how to design a vanity cupboard.
Welcome back to the next video, and as you can see here, before photos of basically the vanity cupboard that will come out, and we will install it with a new one with also a double zinc for a his and a her. So this is what CTM was selling, and the client didn't want that middle section like that, and we had to go and do research. You know, that is where your power lies, in your research and so on. And this is just a tap. The client is showing us what they got. This is a list of plumbing things that we told the client in what order they need to get so that we can do the plumbing, and then we just charge labor for fitment. But yes, I may have to go through this quickly because I really want to go off point with the video and talk about something else, because the photos and videos are self-explanatory, so I'm gonna do just that. And I was thinking hard and long what I can talk about, and since it was raining yesterday, I thought, let me maybe elaborate on that, how rain starts, and also what causes rain. And then also we are going to be talking about another thing called common sense, how it's measured, and also common sense that is not so common after all. So stay tuned and let us know what you think of these beautiful meanings, explanations, analogies, and so on. Like we say, the power lies in what you search, how you research, what you look for, your keywords, and so on. So stay tuned and we hope you enjoy it. The funny truth about rain. Did you ever look up in the sky and think, who's up there spilling water again? Because honestly, rain feels personal sometimes. Like the sky saw your plans and said, yeah, not today. And here's the truth. Rain isn't random. It's actually part of one of the most organized systems on Earth. The atmosphere doing its daily job. Let me break it down for you, nice and simple. First things first, it all starts with the sun. That big ball of fire in the sky, it's basically Earth's kettle. It heats up oceans, rivers, dams, even puddles on the street. And when water gets hot, it doesn't just sit there, it evaporates, turns into invisible vapor and rises into the air. So right now, as you're listening to this, water is literally floating up around you like ghosts. Now, as the water vapor rises higher into the sky, it meets cooler air. And you know what happens when hot meets cold? Things start to change. That vapor cools down and turns back into tiny droplets. Millions, billions of them. And that right there is how clouds are born. So next time you look up and see a cloud, don't just see fluff. That's a massive group chat of water droplets, all just chilling, waiting for something to happen. Now here's where things get interesting. As more and more droplets join the cloud, they start bumping into each other, sticking together, getting bigger and heavier. At first, the cloud is like, I got this, I can hold everything together. But eventually it gets overwhelmed. It's like carrying too many groceries in one trip. At some point, something's gonna drop. And when those droplets get too heavy for the air to hold, boom, rain. And gravity steps in like, alright guys, time to come back down. So what goes up must come down. And all that water that went up comes back down to earth, watering the plants, filling rivers, and sometimes ruining your fresh haircut. But here's the beautiful part. Rain isn't just falling water. It's a full cycle. Water goes up, forms clouds, falls down, and then does it all over again. Over and over and over. No breaks, no days off. The atmosphere is basically running a 24/7 water delivery service. So next time it rains, instead of getting annoyed, just remember, that drop hitting your head, it might have been part of the ocean last week, or a river, or even someone's cup of tea. Okay, maybe not that one, but you get the idea. Rain isn't random, it's a journey. From the ground to the sky and back again. And honestly, that's life too. Sometimes you rise, sometimes you fall. But it's all part of a cycle that keeps everything alive. And next up, we thought about common sense. And here is some topics or headlines that we thought of. Common sense, currently out of stock worldwide. Common sense, everyone has it, apparently. Common sense, the most unused free feature. Common sense, downloaded, never opened. Common sense, out here fighting for its life. Common sense, missing since forever. Common sense, some assembly required. Common sense, use at own risk. Common sense, low battery across humanity. Common sense is supposed to be that basic ability to think and make simple, reasonable decisions without needing step-by-step instructions. But honestly, if it is really common, we wouldn't have half the situations we see every day. Common sense is knowing not to touch something labeled hot, not to shake a box that says fragile, and definitely not to press reply all on an email when nobody asks for your opinion. But somehow, people still see a wet floor sign and treat it like a personal challenge. Or plug something in, see sparks flying and think, let me try that again. Maybe it'll behave this time. The funny thing is, there is no real way to measure common sense. But if it was, it would probably look like a battery percentage. Some people are running at 100%, thinking things through, while others are on 10%. Just out here making life harder for everyone. And then there's the rare group sitting on 0%. The ones who pull on a door that clearly says push and then try it again like the door is the problem. The truth is, common sense isn't about being smart. It's about being aware and actually listening to that small voice in your head that says, this might not be a good idea. Because life doesn't always give warnings. Sometimes it just gives consequences. And somehow, despite all of this, everyone still believes they have common sense, which might just be the funniest part of all. Common sense, not so common after all.
No leaks.
Common sense. Is it really that common? Let me ask you something. If it's called common sense, why is it so rare? Like seriously, you ever watch someone do something and just stand there thinking, wow, are we really on the same planet? So what is common sense? Common sense is that simple, natural ability to make good decisions and understand basic situations without needing a manual, a tutorial, or a YouTube video. It's knowing don't touch a hot stove, don't text your ex at 2 a.m. and maybe, just maybe, don't press reply all on that email. That's common sense. But here's the problem. Common sense isn't actually common. It's more like a limited edition item. Out of stock in many locations. Because somehow, we still have people who see a wet floor sign and decide this looks like a challenge. Or people who open a clearly labeled do not touch box and then act surprised like, oh wow, I shouldn't have touched that. Now here's where it gets interesting. How do we even measure common sense? There is no ruler, no test, no app you can download called Common Sense Tracker Pro. But if there was, some of your phones would be real quiet. We measure common sense in moments, in the choices people make, when no one is watching, in the pause, before action, in that little voice in your head that says, hey, maybe this is not a good idea. And common sense is simply listening to that voice. But here's the truth. Everyone has common sense. Some people just don't use it. It's like having Wi-Fi but choosing to use mobile data anyway. Common sense isn't about being smart, it's about being aware, paying attention, thinking just a little bit before you act. Because life doesn't always give you warnings. Sometimes it just gives you consequences. And common sense, that's what keeps you from learning everything the hard way. So next time you're about to do something questionable, just stop for a second. Ask yourself, is this smart or am I about to become a story? Because trust me, some stories start with, I knew I shouldn't have done that, and end with, well, common sense was on leave that day. Okay, so since I still have some time left of the video, about 4 minutes, I will just do what I usually do, and that is a voiceover explaining to you what is happening in the video. So you can see basically a his and a her basin that was installed. The basin was bought from CTM. They didn't go with the initial cupboard that goes with the basin. We had to design something, obviously what the client wanted, and this is exactly what they wanted, more drawers. The aluminium kick plate is used just to elevate it and protect it from water. And here we are just peeling off that protector foam. The handles are fitted. You saw how nicely the grooves were cut in the drawers for the piping, and there's no leaks. And this is what we do at the Wyman, make custom cupboards. So when you do this work, you need to have common sense with a lot of things. You know, every job is different, everything is not the same. So whatever you do, have a little bit of common sense. So we hope that you like the beautiful meanings, and definitely took us a lot of time now doing the research and putting it all together for you, making it entertaining and so on, hopefully witty and that. And you know, you can reward us by just giving us a share, maybe a like, a love, just so that we can get out there and attract the right audience, so that we can eventually build a nice audience, or basically a channel where we can definitely give back, because that is the end goal here at the Wyman, where we want to give back to whoever supports us, likes us, and just help us reach that goal. So random acts of kindness is what we strive to do here at the Wyman. You know, why do you need cupboards? Why do you need vanity cupboards? Why do you need tiling? Why do you need plumbing? Why do you need nice ceiling with silicone? Why worry at the Wyman? So now they can have a beautiful his and a her section, and you can call us, message us, let us know what you want. Like we say, this job in total was about close to 7,000, I will say. And the client obviously bought the basin themselves. So we obviously made sure there's no leaks. That is also very important when you do plumbing. And we waterproof wherever we had to waterproof. You can see how nice we did the plumbing over there. Here at the Wyman, we make sure everything looks neat, elegant, and we use quality drawer runners, as you can see, heavy duty, so that they won't have any problems with the drawers. And they can pack nice bottles of shampoo in there, basically just anything, even towels as well. So we can also make the initial design that you saw in the photo from CTM for you. If you want the towels anywhere on the end or something like that, in the middle, like, we can do it. We can beat their price. That is what we are opting here at the Wyman. You bring us any quote from anybody else, we will show you we beat it, offer you more, give you more, because we truly believe here at the Wyman that we all should win. So like, subscribe, and put us out there. We would really appreciate that, and by doing so, we will give you more how-to videos. We thank you for your time.
More how-to videos link in the bio.